Any ads heard during this episode that are not in our voice are placed by third-party agencies. They should not be considered the opinion of or to be endorsed by Hoosier Myths and Legends.
Welcome to another episode of the Hoosier Myths and Legends podcast.
I'm Rebecca Wilhelm.
I'm Mary Quigley.
And I'm Hope Wilhelm.
Join us as we dive into the spookier side of the Hoosier state.
So what comes to your mind when you think of Indiana? Do you think of corn? Do you think of basketball? Do you think of the Indianapolis 500? Maybe you think of famous celebrities who were born in Indiana, like John Mellencamp or Michael Jackson.
But as the saying goes, there is more than corn in Indiana. 92 counties make up the Hoosier state. In this podcast, we are going to discuss some Indiana folklore from each of these counties. If you are into tall tales, ghosts, or spooky legends, then this is a podcast you are not going to want to miss. This is the third episode in our countdown to Halloween.
Each day this week, we're bringing you a creepy story from the Hoosier state.
In tonight's episode, we're bringing you a legend from New Albany, Indiana, a city that grew up on the banks of the Ohio River.
The Culbertson Mansion was once a symbol of wealth, elegance, and power. Sitting proudly on Main Street, the significant home was built with an unimaginable wealth. Some say it's also filled with unimaginable sorrow. Behind those ornate walls and winding staircases, there are whispers of tragedy and more than a few reports of things that go bump in the night. So grab a cup of coffee, lock your doors, and get comfortable, because tonight's story might just keep you up. When the lights go out, the whispers begin, and a century's worth of restless spirits come alive. Welcome to the Culbertson Mansion.
Before we get into the hauntings, let's set the stage. The Culbertson Mansion was built in 1867 by William S. Culbertson, one of the wealthiest men in Indiana at the time.
He spared no expense, and today this house would cost millions. The home has 25 rooms, exquisite hand-carved woodwork, marble fireplaces, intricate fresco ceilings, and a grand staircase that immediately takes your breath away.
25 rooms. I'd need a map just to find the bathroom.
Right? I would absolutely get lost in this place.
Culbertson made his fortune in dry goods and real estate.
Exactly. He wasn't born into money, but he built an empire through smart investments and business savvy. By the time the mansion was completed, William was considered the richest man in Indiana.
But wealth doesn't protect anyone from heartbreak.
Now, over the years, the Culbertson family suffered some personal tragedies. William ended up outliving 2 wives over his lifetime. His first wife, Eliza, died before the mansion was completed. His second wife, Rebecca, lived in the house with him and their children until her death in 1880. And later, he married Mary, his third wife. So behind all that wealth, there was a lot of loss.
Okay, Becky, let's get into the ghosts.
Now, visitors, staff, and paranormal investigators have reported everything from cold spots and footsteps on the grand staircase to the sound of music playing in the empty rooms.
One of the most common claims is seeing the apparition of a woman in Victorian clothing standing on the second floor landing.
Now, there is always a lady in a Victorian dress, isn't there?
Every haunted house has one.
And for years, people have told stories about William's first wife, Eliza.
But keep in mind that the house wasn't finished until after her death.
So there's no way it could be Eliza.
It's most likely Rebecca, his second wife.
And some say she still walks the halls checking on her children.
Well, one of the legends out there and a storyline for one of the haunted houses that the mansion holds is that William's third wife was mean to the kids, and the thought is that Rebecca was there to watch over her children and keep them safe from their stepmother.
Now, others claim to hear children laughing or even running down the hallway, even when there's no one there.
One particularly chilling story that we came across during our research comes from a former tour guide.
Yes. And this tour guide was closing up one evening when she heard footsteps above her on the third floor. Except there was one problem. There was nobody there. So when she called out, the footsteps stopped. But when she turned to leave, she caught the sight of a shadow figure at the top of the stairway.
Nope. That's when I quit the job and moved to Florida.
Girl, yes, that's a no from this share.
Okay, before we talk about some of the most chilling encounters inside the Culbertson Mansion, we're going to take a quick break.
So go ahead, grab a refill of that coffee, and when we come back, things get even creepier.
Are you an Indiana small business owner looking to reach a wider audience?
Consider partnering with the Hoosier Myths and Legends podcast directly to advertise your business.
Our listeners are passionate, engaged, and love supporting local businesses just like yours. By advertising with us, you'll connect directly with a community that values what Indiana has to offer.
Promote your business with the Hoosier Myths and Legends podcast and watch your customer base grow. Ready to make your mark? Contact us today at HoosierMythsandLegends@gmail.com. And let's bring your business to the forefront. So Rebecca might be the most well-known spirit here, but she is far from the only one.
Paranormal activity has been reported all over the property.
Okay, and looking at a photo of the house, Mary, that top floor just gives me the creeps already.
And with good reason. The third floor servants' wing is one of the most active parts of the house. People report sudden feelings of unease, strange phantom smells, and even full-on ghost sightings. Tour guides say some visitors get so uncomfortable they have to head back downstairs.
Then there's what's known as the punishment closet, which makes me think about the rumors of William's third wife.
It's a small room where children were once sent for timeouts.
And over the years, it's gained quite a reputation. And there's guests that often report chills. And there's a story out there that we saw online that a seeing eye dog refused to go inside.
Yeah, I have to say that I believe animals always know. I mean, if my dog won't go in there, I'm definitely not.
Same. I'm siding with your dog, Rudy, for sure.
And then there's the carriage house.
Yes, the carriage house is a source of a lightning strike legend.
According to folklore, in 1888, lightning struck the carriage house, causing a fire that killed everyone and every animal inside.
Now, according to this lore, since then, people have reported eerie sounds, like the stamping of unseen horses, muffled voices, and even phantom smoke hanging in the air.
Legend or not, that is heartbreaking.
Oh, I totally agree, Mary.
No wonder people say the place has a heavy energy.
Yeah, that's a lot of sorrow tied to one property. And the activity reported does not surprise me.
Today, the Culbertson Mansion is a state historic site open for tours year-round.
Visitors can walk the same halls William and Rebecca once did.
But for those who believe it's more than just an old house.
What I really love is that they embrace the spooky side around Halloween. They host ghost tours and haunted house events that draw people from all over.
Yes, they have a haunted house they call House of Anguish, and I believe it's in its 40th year.
Yes, they hold it in the rebuilt carriage house, and it's a fundraiser for the house.
Whether it's the echo of a family's past or something supernatural, the mansion has earned its place in Indiana ghost lore.
I agree.
So what do you think? Is Rebecca still walking those long hallways, keeping watch over her home?
I hate to speculate, but I think with that much love and heartbreak in one place, something has to linger. Maybe it's just the house creaking, or maybe it's a woman who never truly left.
Remember, this is just one stop on our Halloween countdown.
Join us tomorrow night for another chilling Hoosier haunting. Keep that coffee hot, lock those doors, and get cozy, because the ghosts of Indiana have stories to tell.
Have you ever visited the Culbertson Mansion and had your own ghostly experience? Are you familiar with the legend we discussed today? We would love to hear about it. Please send us an email to HoosierMythsandLegends@gmail.com or reach out to us on social media. We may use it in a later episode. In the email, let us know if you wish to remain anonymous.
our source material, please visit our website, HoosierMythsAndLegends.com. Hoosier Myths and Legends is a Quigley Productions podcast.
Our theme song was written and recorded by Wet Blanket. The song title is Taxidermy Race Car.
As always, stay spooky.